And we welcome you back to the 46th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Final game of the day showcases the host, the Dukes of York, and the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. Dane, this place has been getting more and more crowded as the day has gone on, and this is what it's for. The main event. Tell us what you think about this one, partner.
You know, I'm excited for this one. It gives us a chance to really see what Nate Shockey has and the rest of this offense against a good St. Ignatius team.
And this game now people coming in to yesterday's game was one that, you know, people didn't think much of. Is that fair to say? I mean, Montini coming in was a team that was winless, but you look at this York squad and you see only one loss. I think a lot of people were focused on tonight. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I think it's fair because going into last night's game, Montini did put up a fight, but York came away with a big margin win there at the end.
And this will obviously be a time with more people in the stands and a bigger crowd for the Dukes to prove themselves. It is Nick Hesh, Jeffrey Grace, Nate Shockey, Tim Glavin, Jacob Brandolino getting the start for the Dukes. And for St. Ignatius taking the jump is number 10, Daniel Flory. And taking it for the Dukes is Tim Glavin. And we are off. Starting things off is Parker Higginbottom, number 1. That is the junior guard. Deep 3. Kick things off. It is good. That is Daniel Flory on the 3. So that's one way to start things.
And that one might hurt your gut to start it off, you know. It gives you a feeling of York's offense needing to get somewhere early.
And York, without a doubt, is the team to beat in this tournament, not only because they are the host, but because they won this tournament last year and have always performed well in it. And this is a tournament that Coach Doran is pretty familiar with. It's Grace now on to Brandolino. I mean, you could already tell that this place is louder than the earlier games. It's Shockey driving. Right hand finish is no good. A.J. Reed and the Wolfpack come back the other way. He'll be out of bounds and will go the way of the Dukes.
And right away early, you could tell how quick this St. Ignatius team is offensively and defensively. Early on, they're starting to lock down the paint.
They are, and you know, this is a York offense that has had its fair share of struggles. No doubt the Wolfpack are looking to expose them tonight. Out the side now. Grace 3-ball on the way. Rims in and out. Rebound by Glavin. Out to Shockey. Shockey kicks Brandolino. The jumper on the way. Off the mark. Rebound goes to A.J. Reed.
And those are the types of shots that need to fall for York if they expect to win this ball game. Early on, needs to take advantage of good looks.
I'll tell you what, it was surprising to see Foley knock that shot down, and the confidence they have to pull up from where he was that early in the ball game. First possession, not afraid to shoot.
And he hit that from no man's land. He was around the volleyball line.
Rick Collins in the corner, back out to Reed. Reed on the floor. This second 3 is off the mark. Rebound by Brandolino, and back the other way come the Dukes. Shockey uses the screen from Glavin, and we got a foul. That's number 32.
And that's something Nate Shockey's particularly good at, is drawing fouls, especially inside the paint, which allows to free throw shooting.
And York tonight will definitely try and drive baseline. It's an important aspect of their offense. On the defensive side of the ball, running the notorious Vince Doran ball press. The 1-2-2. Blocks and elbows always covered. It's Nick Hesh on the near side, back out to Grace. Shockey. 3-ball off the mark. Another rebound by Glavin, and that'll be a foul on Glavin, drawn by Reed.
You know, that was a good open look.
It was. That, you know, that's a shot there where if you don't have any body within 5 feet of you, you might as well take that every day of the week.
Right.
parting of the seas there. We had the perfect angle of it. Back out, Higginbottom in the corner. This is Flory. And a timeout will be called by St. Ignatius and Matt Monroe. So, 3-0. We're 2 minutes into this thing. What do you like? 3 minutes into this thing. What do you like? What do you not like?
I like the defense from both sides. You know, early on, there was a 1 3-pointer right away. So after that, you know, it's only 3-0. Nothing to freak out about, obviously. So I think this is going to be a low-scoring game defensively. Scrappy battle.
You know what? I just think it's shocking to see where he pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
On that first line. That was from the K in York. I mean, that was just a shot that you don't see a whole lot in a game. But to see it in the first possession?
Yeah, I was not expecting that ball to go in.
I don't know about that one. Definitely not my first look.
Does that work better?
The inbound now to Higginbottom, back to Reed. So Ignatius with the victory over Nazareth last night. Nazareth losing today in the consolation bracket to Montini. York's opponent last night. Flory gets that one to go. Luke Collins on the jumper.
And that's the price you pay for going to for a steal like that. Jeffrey Grace went for the ball, fell to his knees, led to an open shot.
Shockey hesitates on to Glavin. Glavin trying to drive baseline, back out to Shockey. Shockey fakes the pull, good little pass inside Glavin. Glavin got the and one foul. Yes, sir, Tim Glavin.
Great pass from Nate Shockey.
What a good look.
Right.
Just one way to sell it.
He knew he couldn't take the shot.
Yeah.
So we made a quick little flashy pass to Glavin. And Glavin's always there to finish.
And that was just such a great patience there by Tim Glavin. He knocks down the extra point.
And that's what you need against teams with a good defense like the Wolfpack. Patience on offense is key.
That foul there.
Almost a good thing that was a foul since he made that 3, but
this second foul. So that's 2 fouls pretty early. That will result in Denton Rohde entering the ball game for the first time tonight. On the inbound will be Flory. There we go. To Giles. Now to Higginbottom. Higginbottom shoots the 3 off the mark. Rebound by Hesh. Here come the Dukes the other way, led by Grace.
We've seen this before.
Brandolino hesitates, takes it, drives, got it. Good little left-hand finish there by Brandolino.
We've seen this before where Tim Glavin gets into foul trouble. It seems like a little bit of deja vu here. Denton Rohde comes into the game early, and we'll see what he has. We'll see what he could do for this York team.
It's Flory. That one rims in and out. Back up the floor come the Dukes to Grace. Grace looks, nice little left-hand drive, no good, that foul. Great drive there by Jeffrey.
And this is the tempo we're used to seeing with York now.
Yeah, you know, those first couple minutes felt a little weird.
Yeah.
Felt like, you know, they just needed to find a groove. As Grace now with the first shot. Automatic. It's his first. Checking into the ballgame now for the Wolfpack is number 22, Derek. I'm gonna say that says Diggins. I mean, that's hit or miss. I'm going Diggins.
Dingens? Dingens. It's got to be quick. Dingens.
Diggins. So that's Derek Diggins.
Jeffrey Grace. Excellent free throw shooter.
It's Grace. It's both. That's something that he improved on. That's not something that we're used to seeing in his sophomore season. Is Diggins now, right-hand floater, no good. Rebound by Hesh. Back the other way comes York.
And you could tell a lot about a player, specifically guards, based on their ability to sink a lot of free throws. And it tells you a lot about their dedication to the game and how much they
travel will be called on Brando. You know what, but while that results in a travel, I kind of like the energy they're displaying by driving to the basket.
Me too.
You also can put a team in a foul trouble by doing so, and Ignatius already has 3.
And,
So
I agree with that.
And if you can get your opponent into foul trouble early, I think that's a huge thing. Now the Wolfpack back the other way. Collins up.
Great defense.
No good. Rebound by Rhodey. Taken away by Diggins. Diggins goes up. And he'll be sent to the line and shooting 2. This foul on Jacob Brandolino.
That's a total missed opportunity for York to be able to grab that rebound.
That was one from our angle. Looked like Rhodey had it.
Yeah, I think so. And it looked like it was stripped, but can't really tell.
Folks, to start the second quarter, we will have former York basketball player Sam Walsh join us on the broadcast. A very special 2018-2019 season. He's back home supporting 2019-2020 deuces. Now this 3 on the way. That one no good. That was shot by Daniel Floyd. This ball will be off of Jeffrey and awarded to the Wolfpack. Now that, in terms of players, we talk about a York team who lost a lot of senior leadership, lost a lot of seniors. How do you think they've responded to the critics and to the expectations coming into this season?
Well, going off of that, I think they learned a lot from those players and how to win basketball games. And I think each player that's on this team now, that was on the team last year, has gotten a lot stronger from those players. Specifically, Nate Shockey. And
Ash 3 ball. No good. Rims in and out. Rebound by Grace. And a foul on the play will be called on Daniel Flory.
And so I lost track of thought there because I'm watching the game, but they learned a lot and they responded by showing that they have depth that is unmatchable.
Ash 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, no good. And there will be a foul. This one will be on Diggins.
Along with the fact that they have good juniors and senior like Nick Shockey.
Agreed.
But juniors like Luke Malika, Jeffrey Grace, sophomore Nick Hesh, and Denton Rhodey, they're all stepping up big for this team.
Agreed. Shockey to inbound. Into Hesh. Hesh on to Rhodey. Inside to Grace. Grace. And that'll be a travel call on Grace.
That's a tough call.
Favorable matchup down low there for that play as Higginbottom had Grace all alone on the left block. This is an Ignatius team that was kept up with the home crowd. And that is one of the biggest factors in these ball games at home, is home court advantages. That one no good. Higginbottom traveled on that. And we'll go the other way.
Great call, great defense.
Racing the guys back the other way on the Malaga. Gives to Shockey. Shockey goes up, right hand floater, strong and good. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Other players on that play allowing the interior to open up so Shockey could drive in and make that play. Excellent teamwork.
Higginbottom, left hand, outside Diggins. Oh, good. Rebound to Shockey. Shockey back the other way. Good drive up foul will be called on number 21, John DeJenin. Coming to the ball game now is Jacob Brandolino after Shockey's first foul shot.
And that doesn't happen often.
Misses the second. Foul on, I believe, Rhodey, and we will go the other way.
Didn't look like.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either.
We talked about that, you know, penalties, or not penalties, fouls where you're down low. We don't have the same angle as the ref, so we can't say we know those ones. Shooting fouls, a little bit of a different story, as Ignatius now will most likely hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Brandolino, and I believe a travel will be called on Higginbottom.
And look at that bench, they're getting into it along with Coach Doran.
Great defense there from Jacob Brandolino. The best bench in the nation is all about it.
Luke Rosenstein, Gavin Hendren, Tyler Olsen. They love it.
Grace up the court with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. Outside Brandolino. He'll pull up, and that will conclude the first quarter. Coming up after this, we'll take a quick break, and for the start of the second quarter, we will have Sam Walsh, former York Duke, with us live. Stay tuned. All right, so he's back.
Hello.
Number 35.
How we doing?
Sam Walsh is in the building. Sam, being back, how is it?
It's great. You know, this is the best tournament in the state. Like, it's a pleasure to be here. Watch our team play, watch our boys play, and hoping we get this win right here, win the tournament. Yeah.
And so you are a guy. You know what it takes to win a tournament like this. You were the player of the tournament a year ago. What does it take as a team to win a tournament like this?
It's a complete team game. You know, you got to rely on every one of your teammates out here, and just really play as a unit. And you can't be selfish in these games. There's a lot of talent out here, and playing as a we instead of I is what's going to get the win.
Agreed. And we were talking about that. We were saying that now you're after someone who has experienced this tournament firsthand. We were saying defense. You got to lock down on defense. It's not an option to get tired because everyone's playing. You know, everyone's playing with fatigue. But in your opinion, you guys last year had such a great season. You set a school record for wins. A lot of seniors left last year. How do you think these guys have responded after losing so much experience?
I mean, what's they're like 9-1 right now, something like that.
One loss, yeah.
They're playing amazing there, and like you're saying, our defense that we run is that zone. It's like it messes with every team, and they're playing with a bunch of heart, and that defense is keeping them in games, and you know, losing all the seniors that they did, and people were criticizing them a bunch, and they've come out at the start of the season and they've been killing it, and that's what we expected. We knew they all can play, and it's awesome to see them winning and playing together, playing hard, and keeping it going.
Agreed, and being back and seeing this gym, you know, filled up with green and white, are you reminded at all about last year's special season?
Sorry, what was
Are you reminded at all about the special season that you guys put together last year?
Yeah, that season, just being back in this area and being on the court, and I mean, coming back, we all talk just how much we miss it. It stinks that we can't be out there playing right now, but it's awesome just being able to be back and seeing everyone and seeing that the community still showing up to the Tosh, and yeah.
Agreed, and you know what, you guys, I mean, you probably know this, you guys brought a lot of attention last year to York basketball, and I think you guys kind of put, you know, this program, not that it wasn't on the map before,
yeah,
but you guys going to Proviso West last year and giving a team like Whitney Young one hell of a ball game, you know, a game where you could say you guys weren't expected to play as well as you did. I mean, what is it? I mean, it just shows how great last year's squad was. But not only that, now you got a whole school into it. How special is that, knowing that you guys contributed to really, you know, the addition of new Duke fans?
I mean, it's amazing just knowing that we're behind. Not all of it, but we're behind a good part of it, and just being able to make that atmosphere for the teams to come, like them, and a few next years that get a good crowd out. It's awesome. We definitely all are very lucky to be a part of it, and played a lot of fun years here, and we'll always cherish those moments.
As Flory knocks down that three. All right, now, in terms of crowd, you talked about it, fans, home court advantage. When you guys played at Proviso West, forget the outcome. The whole town of Elmhurst was in those stands. How special was that, looking up and seeing all the green and white that you did?
It gives me the chills just thinking about it. Like, I remember running out for that game, warm up, and you look up and you just see the stands, like no room at all, packed head to toe, all filled with green and white. And I've never been so pumped up to play a game, just knowing that everyone's behind us. And I mean, it was just a moment I'll remember forever, regardless of the outcome. We all battled our hearts out there, and we gave it our all. So there's nothing we can hang our head on. We did our best, and that was. I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life for sure.
And I will say that, you know, being in those stands for that game and many other great ones, like I remember last year, the championship this tournament is the ball being timeout there by Coach Doran. I remember being in the stands for the championship game this tournament last year, and the Proviso West and at Proviso West against Whitney Young. You know, when you would knock down a three, you had that was not like Sam Walsh to hit a three.
That is not a Sam Walsh moment
Proviso
there.
West.
They were playing me in the paint. I had to.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But seeing your emotion when you would turn around to the student section, that described the feeling and the emotion of the whole fan base.
100%.
And I think, you know, in my opinion, you guys, the greatest quality that you guys have passed on is leadership. And you guys have passed it on to Nate. It's getting into Jeffrey, and it's just going down to all levels.
Yeah.
So knowing, you know, forget whatever the season ends up being. Forget that. Forget the record.
Yeah.
Forget the numbers. You guys, at the end of the day, you said it. It's we, not I. Playing as a team is what York is all about. Coach Doran stresses it.
Yep.
And so, I'll ask you this. How would you feel if this year, this team came out here and beat your guys' school record for wins? Would there be a little,
you know,
little problem there?
No, there would not. I love seeing these guys win. We're all a family here, and there's nothing I want more than for them to keep winning. So, I mean, that'd be an amazing accomplishment if they did that. I don't think it would take away the special team that we had last year. You know, Doran preached every day that it's a family game, and we're family. Our teams, and everyone had each other's back, and I mean, every one of us were best friends, and that's what made that team so special. Is we didn't care about the individual accomplishments. We didn't care about anything. We just want to go out, play as hard as a team, and in the end know that, I mean, it did lead to success, and it's a good life lesson to learn, and it's always the we first. So, yeah.
Shockey hits the front end, and so you're all about this team, beating you guys.
I am. I am.
School record.
That would be if they can do that. That's very impressive.
So now you, since playing on this court, you're out east, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
you're out playing lacrosse.
Lacrosse, yes.
And you're at Merrimack. So I mean, what has it been like, adjusting from, you were obviously a two-sport athlete in high school. What has it been like, adjusting from, kind of high school, especially in the Midwest, and going out east and being there?
Yeah, there's one thing, and I just miss playing basketball because, I mean, lacrosse out there, it's a full-time job. I'm busy 24/7, so but I try to go out to the court and play as much as I can.
Shuts down that three. Shot there by Nick.
And love the emotion out of Hess right there.
Look at that bench.
Beautiful. But the East Coast, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's snowing a bunch there, but I like it overall.
It's all about the energy right there, and so you like it out east.
Yes, for sure.
The snow, you're from Elmhurst,
yeah,
from Chicago.
I
Snow's
can
not really
handle
gonna
it.
bother
Exactly,
you.
no.
But like you said, it's good to be back.
Definitely.
And that's so we're glad to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so
Happy
good
to be
see you
here.
back in this gym. When you walked in last night, everyone knew exactly who he was. You saw Nick. Nick was in the stands.
Yep, Nick's here.
Everyone
Nemi's
knew
here.
him.
The man.
Look at that.
The whole
It's
crew's
great.
here.
Nemec, I would like to see a Nemec Sam Walsh 3-point contest.
I would too.
We'll have
He
to
might
make
beat
that
me.
happen. We'll have
He
to
might
make
beat
that
me.
happen.
He's an animal.
All right, number 35. We appreciate your time.
Pleasure. Thank
it was
you.
great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
And
thank you, guys.
safe trip back out east.
Thank
and,
you.
As always, go Dukes.
Go Dukes, and let's win this tournament.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, boys.
Appreciate it, Sam. So that is Sam Walsh.
A little bit.
That is Sam Walsh with 35 joining us. That interview is. We resume action now with Ignatius and York. Team's getting after a rebound. Eventually goes to Rhodey. Back the other way come the Dukes. Led by Shockey. Shockey drive. Good little pass into Rhodey. Rhodey. No foul. I believe there's a foul call. That'll be at number 32. Number 32, Kobe Giles. Well, Dane, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was, he's obviously a special guy to have back. And how good it is to see these guys back in Elmhurst as Rhodey will his second no good.
I didn't get to ask any questions because, I mean, you covered them all for me. But, and that was great. I didn't need to ask anything. But, it was good. I actually enjoyed that.
It's so cool to see the emotion
Right.
that these guys, always have. He talked about it. Coming back here, he said for him is something that was pretty special.
Right.
Especially when you see your former team doing well. We talked about it. A team that's lost a lot, and with graduation, hits that one.
I believe that hit the top of the.
We'll have to
the
use
black.
maybe we'll use our instant replay again.
Maybe.
Challenge that call.
But
you can just tell the emotion that those guys have.
Yeah.
Coming back in here.
One thing that stood out to me was that he said it's we, not I, in the team, and especially in these tournaments, everyone is involved, right? So everyone puts in to these tournaments and is accountable for everything they do.
And he said it, the fan base is all about him right now, and that team from last year had a lot to do with it. Looking to repeat are the Dukes.
A couple things we missed there when we were doing the interview. Number 10, he hit a couple deep three-pointers. Did he hit the deep three first?
Flory hit the deep three.
He hit two more.
The first.
He hit two more.
And
deep.
Flory is an individual who, we didn't look at too much as Higginbottom. That one short rebound by Glavin.
You know why he missed that? His name is Higginbottom. It's not Flory. That's why.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
probably right.
Flory's range is it's insane. But
we talked about getting your opponent into trouble. The Dukes have Ignatius already with 9 fouls, 2:25 left in the first half.
And having fouls and being in the bonus it's not as much of a big deal as it is in the second half as it is in the first half, because in the first half you can continue to gain more points. In the second half it's different because it's about the time given, right, without the shot clock. But right now, hopefully York could take advantage and get a couple points from fouls.
And I think Ignatius, as we said, it's a good scrappy game. That one nearly saved by Brando, but it was saved into the hands of the wrong team. Back other side, Higginbottom driving on Brandolina, gives it inside. That one blocked by Hess. Back the other way come the Dukes. Grace into the front court. Grace gives out to Hesh. Hesh from the corner, looking to drive baseline. Can't get it, gives back out to Brandolina. He gives to Shockey. Shockey guarded by Reed. Gets a screen from Hesh. Charging call there on Shockey.
That hurts.
You know what? I could see the push off with the hand.
Yeah.
I get it.
I was just hoping it wouldn't be called. So,
You've been all about the dunks in this tournament.
About the dunks? No, I've been about the Dukes.
But
the dunks too.
You're a big fan of Chris Hodges.
Chris Hodges.
Max Christie.
Jaden
Johnson, the Bulldogs, going down just before this game.
Jaden Johnson, by the way, he had, 18 points? He played phenomenal. He didn't commit a foul until that three goes up.
Collins knocks that one down. Ignatius.
He didn't commit a foul until late in the fourth when he had to. And that, for a center, playing defense, that's really good.
Yeah, and that's something, especially when you talk about a position that sees a whole lot of action throughout the entire ball game. That's pretty impressive. Malaga to Glavin. Now Shockey. Shockey drives, kicks out Glavin. To Malaga.
It's all taped up.
Malaga drives. There is a blocking foul. That one on number 22, Derek Diggins. So Malaga at the line shooting two. 2 shots to tie the ball game. As we get closer to the end of the first half.
Low-scoring game, isn't it, Gavin?
It is a low-scoring game, but we expect that from the Dukes with, Sam said it, the 1-2-2, the ball press defense.
Right. But there's times where you might pay the price for playing that type of defense because you might give.
And we saw that
right.
we saw that earlier. I believe that was a Sandberg game.
Right. Well, we saw that on early in this game too. But yeah, the Sandberg game, right. Where
Malaga hits both.
They were running the 1-2-2.
The 1-2-2.
Right. It was Highland Park too.
It was the Highland Park game as well. Highland Park and Schaumburg.
Yes.
Schaumburg moving on to the next round.
Highland Park ran a really good 1-2-2 defense, but even though Schaumburg won that.
Schaumburg won that game.
Yeah, there were some plays where they gave, and with this team with the athleticism, you don't give as often, but when you do, it's going to allow a score.
With 7 in the corner, on the way is good. That will be. And that went off the mark by Shockey. So at the end of the first half, the score, the St. Ignatius Wolfpack 19 and the York Dukes 16. Gavin Hughes and Dane Emmerich on the call. We will be right back for the second half after the next 10 minutes are up. We'll see you in a second.
Bobby.
we welcome you back to a matchup that showcases the hosts, the York Dukes, and the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. The score 19-16, Ignatius with the lead over the Dukes. A nice 3 to end the half from Colby Giles from the corner. As we resume action with Luke Collins, the inbound to Parker Higginbottom. So Dane, your takeaways from the first half.
Yeah, I'm really liking the defense from York and St. Ignatius, both teams. They're able to slow down. Each team has this consistent offense that works, and each team has a good defense that's been able to slow down the consistency.
It's Daniel Flory on that one. He has 12. I'll tell you what, Flory is not a force to be reckoned with from beyond the arc.
Right, you got to watch him on the perimeter because you're going to expect him to shoot the ball.
Goes up to Hesh. Good finish there.
And that's what I like.
It's good. We saw a lot of that yesterday.
Right. It would have been
the lob passes.
It would have been sick if he would slam that, but down 2 now.
We got time.
Or 4, I apologize. 4. Down 4.
22-18 the score. We are a minute into the second half. Wolfpack back the other way. Bottom to Reed.
Travel.
Reed traveled, and this ball is going to go back the way of the Dukes.
You've seen a lot of that today. A lot of little travels like that with the stutter step.
These guys are just jumpy.
Right.
Jumpy players. When you put someone in an environment like this, you're going to get anxious. You're going to get excited. As Shockey now obtaining nothing going. Stolen by Higginbottom. Back the other way we go. Block there. Here comes Grace. Grace giving to Shockey.
And we're not used to seeing Shockey play like this. Usually we're seeing him.
Shockey will head to the line, shooting 3.
And that's big for York right there. But we're not used to seeing him having only 4 points. And that turnover there is unlike him. You think the pressure of all the fans here and the scouts is getting to him?
Well, you know what? We talked about how important it was that the whole team has to score points. You look up at the scoreboard, you see points across the board as Shockey hits his first. You look at, there's points across the board. Now, Nick Hesh, the sophomore, also has 5. Tim Glavin with 3. Jeffrey with 2, and Brando with 2 as well. But this, I mean, you look at those scores in relation to what the score of this ball game is, and things. It's not like York has not played well.
Right.
Shockey hits all 3, 22-21.
And this season, we've seen Shockey light up in the second half. So I'm expecting and hoping him to do that today.
Back the other way from the Wolfpack. Higginbottom. Or pass. Lines up in the hands of Grace.
Jeffrey Grace has some of the biggest hands I've ever seen. And that allows him to make a snag like that.
Brandolino will be fouled. That foul would be on Diggins. Brando misses the first. We talked about how we've been talking about the entire tournament, how valuable free throws are. Brandolino misses both. Reed in the Wolfpack back the other way, guarded by Shockey. Corey on the elbow, passes outside. Reed, 3 ball on the way is no good. Rebounded by Grace. Now, you know what works for the Dukes, Dane? We've seen it time and time again, is patience. Patience is what works. Good hands by Grace. In the corner, going to set it back up. Trying to drive. Great take by Grace.
Great aggressiveness and awareness from Grace to be able to get that steal, and patient to get that bucket.
Great play there and great drive. Jeffrey Grace. Higginbottom, the jumper. It is good. So with that shot, the Wolfpack will retake the lead. Good answer by Higginbottom, but the ball sticks with the Dukes. I will say, both of these teams, neither of them are lacking awareness. This is the final game of the day as Bolingbrook defeated Timothy Christian 62-60. Outside, Grace 3-ball on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Higginbottom.
Should get a foul on 11, right?
Foul on the play will be on Hesh.
Whoa, see, that's the wrong foul. 11 completely backed down into Hesh.
You know what's interesting about that? I think they had opposite calls.
Yeah, I think so too.
The ref, from where we're sitting, the opposite side of the court, came in and overruled the other one. Another one of those things. It's all about the angles. Good hands there by Shockey. Against Reed. Inside and straight up goes John digging it.
Shockey continuing to stay patient.
This is Grace. Grace, another great drive. Up and got it. Jeffrey Grace. His 6th point of the ballgame.
Very consistent scoring all around the board. You see very even numbers. Everyone is contributing tonight.
Higginbottom comes back the other way. That ball will be awarded to the Dukes. Brandolino thought Shockey was going back cut. Sweet there from Brandon.
Shockey shows his frustration on that play. That's something you don't want to show the opposing team, that you're becoming weak.
And we said that with Sandberg earlier today. It seems like as Higginbottom shoots a 3, that was no good. We said that with Sandberg. They were expressing their feelings about every call that the officials made, and that's something that really starts to damage and affect your play. As Shockey, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Hesh.
The rebound.
Hesh trying to go back up, but they can't do it. Jump ball, this one will stick with the Dukes. Both teams getting after it here, Dane. Good hands there by Hesh. He looks to drive. I think going back out to Grace. Shockey using the screen from Hesh. He'll go left hand. He takes it a jumper, but out of bounds on Reed. This one will stick with the Dukes.
And you see York continues to stay patient, and they're not taking any dumb shots.
And that's what they do so well, is they wait for their time. There's an open shot here from Hesh. He knocks down the 3. Nick Hesh for 3, 28-26. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
He's stepping up big time now for the Dukes. 8 points for him.
And that 3, good answer. Daniel Flory, my goodness.
15 points for Flory. And that's 5 3-pointers, I believe. from Fleury.
Yeah, and that's
Gotta watch him on the perimeter.
a little bit over. He will be going the other way. That ball out of bounds on Nick Hesh. And coming out of the ball game is Tim Glavin checking in down the road.
And York here deciding to go a little bit smaller now with Malaga and Rhodey. Rhodey's more of a versatile player. He can play center, but he could shoot too.
Crowd wanted a walk. Instead, going up and getting the basket is Luke Collins. Little run put together from the Wolfpack after the three from Hesh. Shockey, three ball. It's short. Rebound by Rhodey. Back out to Nate. Nate right hand and a foul called on A.J. Reed. You know, it's not like one player has sticked out. There's a good little take there and fouled. It's Nate Shockey, Daniel Fleury. Well, it's not like there's been one player that sticked out to us, but if, well, I mean, let's be honest. Daniel Fleury, 15 points, all three-pointers.
He is not afraid to let that ball go from the three-point line. He's got a lot of confidence in his shot.
Agreed, as Shockey makes the first. Checking back in is Denton Rhodey, and coming out is Tim Glavin. Just under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Shockey misses that one. Rebound by Luke Collins. Higginbottom dribbles into traffic. The jump ball is the call, and this one will stick with Ignatius. Now that, Dane, arguably could have been called a travel. I don't know if necessarily get no call there, but could have gone either way. And on the inbound now is Daniel Fleury.
Travel again. Nope.
And a foul on Malaga.
And again, it almost looked like he stomped his feet a little bit under the rim.
Now, fouls have not been a factor. Only 2 on the Dukes in the second half. Higginbottom back in the corner. F3 ball good by Daniel Fleury. 5-point deficit is what the Dukes face at the moment.
I mean, every time the ball leaves his hand, I get fear, because, man.
20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Grace directing traffic up top now to Rhodey. Rhodey to give to Shockey. Shockey with 10. With 5. With 4. Shockey with 3. Off the glass, no good. Throwing it up. The way short is Daniel Fleury. So at the end of the third quarter, the score 34-29. We will be right back. Dick Campbell Gymnasium after this break. So we get set to resume action here at Dick Campbell. 5-point lead for the Wolfpack of St. Ignatius. Dane, if you're the Dukes, what do you have to do in the final 8 minutes of play?
Right now, you're stopping number 10, Daniel Flory, because he's been lights out shooting. He's got 18 points, all from three-pointers. That's 6 three-pointers.
And that's something that's a stat you don't see every day. It's Grace. We'll start with the ball for the Dukes. To Shockey. Shockey looks. Shockey up. Can't finish. That ball will stick with the Dukes.
And again, there needs to be some sort of sense of urgency for the Dukes to score, but at the same time, wait and stay patient.
Shockey, 3-ball. No good. Rebound by Rhodey. Back out to Shockey. Shockey looking, gives to Brandolino. Brandolino will draw the foul on Daniel Flory.
And the coach for St. Ignatius walking all the way down the court there.
Yeah, Matt Monroe not satisfied with that. Inbound again to Hesh. Hesh giving to Shockey. Shockey goes up strong.
Yes, there it is.
34-31. The lead for Ignatius goes back down to 3.
And hopefully that can start a groove here for Shockey to get something going.
And you need someone to step up.
Travel!
Oh, you'll be a travel.
My bad.
Said that.
Just screamed that, but
Shockey's hand must have touched the ball. At least that's the ref under the basket says. Regardless, we go back. This is a dangerous shooter. Flory has had the hot hand the entire game. The Shockey, great hands there. Shockey, great hands and getting after it. I do not know about that one. Flory on the inbound. Collins would shoot the 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Brandolino. And Duke's back the other way. 6.5 to go in the ballgame. Shockey, 3-ball. Off the mark, no good.
He can't shoot the 3-ball.
Back the other way come the Wolfpack, up to Higginbottom. Higginbottom to Collins.
double. Nope.
Well, Dane, both sides of this stadium getting into it as Ignatius looking to reset with Higginbottom, guarded by Grace.
You just hear the Ignatius side getting loud.
Oh, that foul will be called on Jeffrey Grace. It'll only be his first.
Grace looking a little aggressive there. Thought he had a steal.
You know, we have, there has been a trend. You know, some of these refs calling some ticky-tacky calls. Dangerous man in the corner is Flory. Gives back out to Collins. Collins jumping from the free throw line is off the mark. No good. Rebound by Hesh.
Patient, Jeffrey.
Grace, the left hand. Screen from Rhodey and back up to Brandolino. Shockey looks, opposite corner. Brandolino. Now Grace looking. Nothing going. Gives it back to Brandolino. He looks. He spins. Nothing. Now Grace.
Ah!
6 for 3. Jeffrey Grace with the basket, and we are tied.
Attaboy, JT!
5 minutes to go.
Staying patient was the York offense there. Jeffrey Grace getting the open look, tying it up at 34.
And then you can start to feel it. This crowd getting louder and louder. what you love to see. That three off the mark, rebound to Shockey. Here come the Dukes. Up to Grace. Grace gives back to Shockey. Shockey goes up, he'll be fouled and going to the line and shooting two.
Shockey and Jeffrey Grace. That is one heck of a duo right there.
I'll tell you what, Jeffrey isn't the first player that comes to mind when you think about shooting threes. But hits a pretty important one there, and cutting the deficit to 0.
You know,
now, a chance to reclaim the lead is Nate Shockey at the line.
Jeffrey's not much. And there's the first shot.
It's down.
Jeffrey doesn't shoot threes that often, but that doesn't mean he's not good at it. If he's going to get an open look, he's going to take it.
Real important bucket there. Shockey misses the second. So lead of 1 is what the Dukes have at the moment. This crowd just growing louder and louder. A little over 4 minutes to go. 35-34 the score. Final game of the day. A.J. Reed goes straight up and he'll hit the floater. Dane, it's just patience. On the offensive side of the ball, they just need patience. Grace, good little feed inside to Hesh, and he'll be fouled. That foul will be on Luke Collins.
Send him to the line. It's going to send him to the line.
And this will send Nick Hesh to the line. Chance makes both for the lead.
That's where you get in. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize we were down 1. I thought we were up 1. But this is where it gets dangerous. Early on, midway through the 4th. We're in bonus. Sorry, York is in bonus.
And Hesh, a pretty consistent free throw shooter. Misses the first. Foul on Willie. And Dane, the importance of free throws can never have enough emphasis put on it. And that miss there might prove costly. Timeout called by Matt Monroe. So it gives everyone a little chance to breathe. But Dane, what do you think about the what do you take away from the last few minutes of action?
It's proven in our last couple possessions. York's. Sorry, I keep saying us. You know, I feel like a fan right now. I feel like I'm in the student section. But York's last couple possessions have been solid. Where I'm getting distracted here from these fans, but staying patient on offense, working the ball, getting your open shot is key, as well as good defense. Flory hasn't had a 3 in quite a while now this 4th quarter, so locking down the defense and staying patient on offense is the key.
I will say the 3-point ability of Daniel Flory was pretty hot there early in the second half and all throughout the first half. But you're right, he has not hit one in a while.
Right. I want to give a shout out right now to my man Brian Kelty right here.
Shout out Brian Kelty.
Shout out Brian Kelty.
So Dane, our final game of day number 2, it's been a fun one. It's been a fun day. But the games have not been as close as you might like. (36-35) the score. 1 point lead for Ignatius. The inbound now is Flory into Collins. Another timeout from Matt Monroe. Wow. Dan, I think got a little bit of a fan section here.
I think I do. I mean, I don't know if I'm enjoying it though. It's kind of distracting me.
I think they're big fans. I think that's what's important.
I mean, they're fans, but it's like they're hecklers is what it feels like.
You've created a following. you have created a mass following.
I don't know if that's a good thing right now.
I think it's a good thing. You might think right now it's not a good thing, but I think it might be a good thing. I think we get them to come to all of the games that you're calling tomorrow. So we'll send that out on a school-wide email.
Oh my!
You can expect to get that email later tonight if you're a York student. 36-35 to score. The Wolfpack of St. Ignatius one up on the Dukes, the host of this tournament.
While we're at it, why doesn't it just be like a me and you fan thing? Why not just why is it just me?
I mean, they're only saying your name. I don't.
You're the lead commentator here. You're the lead commentator here.
You can call this game by yourself, as far as I'm concerned, and the reactions of the crowd behind us.
Gavin, I don't think I could call this game without you. So.
I think you can do it. I think we should try it. So we're going to try that tomorrow. There's going to be an Instagram poll that goes up asking if you think Dane Emmerich should call all the games he's assigned tomorrow by himself. As we resume action, just under 3.5. 3 ball on the way, rims out, no good. That one shot.
That might.
Flory.
That's something we haven't seen. A miss from Flory.
Good little pass inside to Rhodey. Rhodey looks inside. Good pass to Hesh. Hesh goes up and can't get it. That ball will be going down to Ignatius. It's just something that you don't know. It's Higginbottom and the Wolfpack back the other way. Good hands there from Grace. The defense of York, notorious for disrupting teams. Collins inside to Reed. Reed goes up. That one no good. Rebound to Shockey. 2.5 to go. Into the front court. Goes Shockey. He goes up. He goes in. Dukes. Reed take the lead.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this one.
Dane, this one's gonna get even more fun than it is now. As the opposite side, 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, no good. Daniel Flory can't hit.
Nice shot!
Grace outside Fernolino, 3-pointer is off the mark, no good. Rebound by Hesh. Back out to Brando. Off the leg of Brando and into the hands of Denton Rhodey, and York will call a timeout. Tim Glavin will be checking into the game for Denton Rhodey when we resume. 1:50 remaining. Nate Shockey with 13.
Man, am I excited right now. My heart's pumping right now, Gavin.
This is a great way to end the day. You know, we saw a lot of games that were close. We saw a couple of games that weren't close. But this is a great way to end the day.
Oh, for sure. This has to be the best game of the day so far. And we're here, prime time, 8 o'clock, now 9:25. But it's exciting, isn't it?
I mean, do you expect anything different? This crowd has shown up on both sides. There's not much else that you can expect.
I mean, York home games, they're always like this.
I mean, this is just, you know, we had a pretty cool atmosphere for the Rolling Meadows Conant game yesterday. That was a pretty cool atmosphere to be in. But there's nothing like a good home York crowd like we have on scene for this one. 1:50 to go, 37-36. Important note, Ignatius with 7 fouls. The inbound. Brandolino to Shockey. Time starts to become of the essence. Shockey guarded by Reed. Gives it to Glavin. We're going to get to see a little bit of this York motion offense. Taking some time off the clock. Opposite side to Hesh. Just under a minute and a half.
patience right now.
It's the name of the game.
Timmy.
Pass to Glavin goes up. Can't finish. Rebounded. I believe that one will stick with the Dukes due to the timeout called by Coach Dorn. So Dane, a little over a minute. What do you have to do if you're the Dukes? Try and come out here and close this thing out.
Wait, hold on. Is that Josh behind us?
Josh Mathiasen.
Josh Mathiasen in the building. He loves it.
Everyone's out here for this one.
Whole wrestling crew just showed up now.
And as these games go on, and York hopefully gets deeper and deeper into this tournament, you can only hope that these crowds start to grow bigger and bigger, and we certainly see the difference between last night's game and tonight's game.
Right. Right now, if you're York, good defense, because you're not going to be able to hold on the ball the rest of the a minute 9. But right now, if you get the ball back, you're patient. You're waiting for an open look. You need to take advantage.
Brandolino inside of Glavin.
I think Josh showed up just in time, but yeah.
Hands from Giles. Brandolino. We go under a minute. 1 point lead for the Dukes. The feeling of this game growing more and more tense as we go on. Shockey to Glavin. Glavin hesitates. Glavin can't finish. Rebound by Giles. Back the other way comes Sam Ignatius. Tell you what, Dane, this one gets a little scary. Just under 30 seconds to go. Oh my goodness, this play's growing louder and louder. The 3 from 4.
It's off! It's off!
Rebound inside, and Giles will be thrown at the line and shooting 2.
That's so bad. He got all ball.
Giles at the line, shooting 2.
I'm riled up right now. That would look like all ball to me, Gavin.
Giles, the first one. It was off the rim and in. Timeout called here. This gets more and more tense as we go on. Colby Gills.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
Sophomore forward. I tell you what, if he hits his second shot, you tip your cap, because this crowd has gotten into it. I mean, the last 10 seconds of play, it felt like we were on a nice beach in Panama, and then it turned into the middle of a volcano in Hawaii.
I guess I see where you're coming from, Gavin.
It was rumbling. My feet were shaking. This was, I mean.
I'm just so nervous right now. I'm so focused, like a fan.
As a Duke fan, I'm nervous.
It's hard to do these games as a Duke fan.
As a basketball game and as a basketball fan, I love this. But this is pretty intense. Colby Gills at the line for his second free throw. This crowd growing louder and louder. He's got to hit his second one. Gills, 37-37. And he misses that one at the mark. 8 seconds to go. Shockey into the front court. Shockey's looking with 5, with 4, with 3. Up Shockey. That one no good. And we are going to go. I believe we're going to go to overtime.
Yes, we are, Gavin.
Oh, my goodness.
That has been an exciting last minute of that ball game. 37-37, overtime.
You know, Dane, I guess 32 minutes just wasn't enough. Oh, my goodness. And it's not like Colby Gills. It's not like he missed by a little. That ball never had a chance.
I think God came and allowed Josh Mathiasen to walk in this room. I think without him, that ball might have gone in because the energy in this room, in this gym, went from 100 to 1,000.
And you could hear Josh saying he's the secret weapon. I think
that was Brian Kelty saying he was a secret weapon, but
was
I think it was Brian Kelty. I think he is too.
I didn't turn around and see it, but Josh Mathiasen might be the secret weapon to the win tonight.
I mean, he is the man of this school.
I mean, yeah, he's a man of the
people. He's the man of the people. He's the man of this town.
What more could you want?
You can't ask for more. He's a great guy. Wrestled with him last year.
Fantastic football player.
Oh yeah. And wrestler. He's ranked, I believe, last I heard, 4th in state.
It's Flory and Glavin for the tip. To start the extra period, this one will be out on Nate Shockey. The ball awarded to the Dukes. Great defense here from the Dukes, and a timeout called by Matt Monroe. All right, Dane, what do the Dukes have to do in this overtime?
Well, you got 3 minutes 52 left. Right now, when you get the ball back, well, I believe we're on defense, right? So, I took my out for a second. So we're on defense. You gotta lock down their ice-cold shooter, Daniel Flory, right? But at the same time, they're bigs. You can't open the floor. So you gotta do both.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that gets pretty intense. 37-37, the score, and that's if you're a Duke fan, that's not the way you want to start overtime. That tip won by Glavin and off the hands of Shockey.
And Glavin, the heartbreaker, with that ball that just barely missed. It's a nail biter. It's a nail biter right now, Gavin.
I mean, this is the definition of down to the wire. The ice-cold shooter Daniel Flory to inbound.
Oh no!
This ball was set with the Dukes.
I was a little worried there. The ref would say it was out on Brandon Lino, but I saw it right here. It was not.
Folks, I say ice-cold because at one point he was red hot. But Daniel Flory, we haven't called his name much in the fourth quarter.
Not at all. Only when he missed.
It's Glavin. Costly pass, and look who it is. Flory back the other way into the front court. Good little cut, blocking foul called, and Flory will go to the line shooting 2.
I think we might have just jinxed it there, Gavin. Flory.
Now, something we got to pay attention to is Nick Hesh has 4 fouls. Shockey has 3 fouls. Flory hits that one. The first one to break the tie. This is the second, moves in and out. Rebound to Brandon Lino, and here come the Dukes. Shockey trying to go baseline. Good little pass to Brandon Lino on to Jeffrey. He's got nothing going. Looking Shockey floater on the way is up. And good. Dukes regain the lead, 39-38, 3 minutes to go.
Great ball movement, playmaking, passing the ball around, and excellent patience from Shockey. That's all it is. Wait for an open look.
Both teams with 7 fouls. This crowd getting louder and louder. Good.
No!
Good pass there. Reed, but the foul called on Denton Rohde. I don't know about that one. Now this is the individual, Colby Gills, who is, you know, maybe the reason that we had the overtime. Missed his second free throw. He goes for his first now and sinks that one.
Kids get free throw shooting.
So we go back to 39. Makes the second, gets the roll. A little friendly bounce. 40-39 to score. Just over 2.5 remaining. Nate looking for a screen, wants something. A lot of traffic. He gives to Rohde. Rohde back up to Shockey. Shockey, 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, no good.
Get that, Denton. No, Denton.
Rebound, stays with the Dukes.
Good job, Denton!
This one just gets more and more interesting as we go on.
Attaboy, Rohde!
I tell you what, you thought he should have grabbed that ball.
From my angle, it looked like he should have, but yeah. It was a smart play from Rohde.
Inbound to Grace. Shockey in the corner, dangerous spot, but he'll drive, he'll pursue. Unable to finish. And that ball is tipped with the Dukes.
You can't score.
You know, he misses he's missing out twice in a row, but he sticks with the play. So
Brandolino, the inbound to Rohde. Esch looking. Nothing, so we'll get back to Brandolino. Brandolino will drive, great take. It goes up, unable to finish, rebound by Rohde.
great job from Rohde, sticking with it again.
And we just go back and forth. Shockey will be fouled.
Oh, that's a shooting foul. And they call it on the ground.
Now, Nate Shockey is known to make some great athletic plays. That ball might have had a chance of going in. He wasn't looking at the basket, and we will get the shooting foul.
No, I believe it's
we're
1
the
and 1.
bonus. We're
Yeah,
the
bonus.
bonus.
But it was still smart of him to throw that ball up like that. Get in there.
Shockey hits that one. We talked
Under
about it,
pressure
Dane.
shooting.
Free throws.
And he's a phenomenal free throw shooter. Under pressure, he can connect.
Shockey makes the second. Dukes retake the lead, 41-40 the score. Minute 43 to go. Shockey has 17. Higginbottom guarded by Grace. Out to Floyd. The man who was red hot in the early going. Good little spin move. Kick out Higginbottom. Hesitates, doesn't take it. Now Luke Collins. He'll take the jumper. The jumper is no good. Rebound by Jeffrey Grace, and we will be going down. Great play there by Jeffrey Grace. You love to see it. Minute and 14 to go.
And number 32, I believe 32, Colby Gills is fouled out of the game.
And that's something that's big for the Dukes because he added a lot of size down low for the Wolfpack.
And he's a good free throw shooter.
Jeffrey. This is the first rebound to Higginbotham. Gives to Flory in the corner. Flory driving. Everyone want to travel. Rebounded by Brando. Back the other way come the Dukes. Minute to go. This is an exciting way to end day 2. And a foul called on A.J. Reed.
And that's somebody you don't want to be fouling. Nate Shockey, 17 points tonight. We'll see if he can connect these free throws.
The Dukes playing to move on. The winner of this game will see Rolling Meadows tomorrow night. Shockey hits that one.
51 seconds left. 42-40. Shockey shooting for his 19th point of the game.
51.3 remaining. Shockey misses that one. And the rebound goes to the Wolfpack. Higginbotham. Good hands by Brando and recovered by Grace. On to Shockey. 40 seconds to go.
No foul called.
Made
Great
up to
attempt from
Jeffrey.
Brandolino.
Jeffrey to Rhodey. And foul on the play is Denton Rhodey. He'll go to the line. Two free throw shots coming up for Denton Rhodey. He'll hit the first.
That is huge.
Sigh of relief.
You know,
Those wearing green and white.
that's only Denton's first point. As he gets
That's
the
his
second one.
second. He hits both. Dukes up by 4.
And that is the clutch. Those are the clutchest points of the game right now.
30 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And he's had a phenomenal defensive game.
Flory from deep. He'll be fouled the N1 play.
Dude, look at Shockey's reaction. Wow. And the N1. I mean, that is a phenomenal shot. I have no words.
When it left his hands,
It looked good.
it
Right.
looked, you just
You
knew
know.
it.
I mean, that's his
And then
22nd point of the game.
And then you heard the whistle. This place is getting louder and louder. He missed it. Hesh to Shockey.
Just dribble.
Shockey fouled and he'll go to the line. If you're the Dukes, this is the guy that you want at the line. Nate Shockey, the senior.
Man, oh man, do I love this atmosphere. I mean, I feel like a fan. I mean, I feel like I'm sitting in the student section and I am just cheering on my team.
Shockey makes that one. Duke's lead goes back to 2.
Shockey shooting now for his 20th point of the game.
Go, Jeff.
And he hits 20.
You already
3-point
know.
game.
Phenomenal free throw
In
shooter.
the overtime. With 15 seconds. Higginbotham going coast to coast. No good. Rebound by Shockey, and he'll go back to the line. And it's starting to feel like a win is getting a little bit closer.
It's open, but what we just saw there.
This whole crowd can feel it.
And the cheer coming from the crowd.
They're saying board the buses.
Board the buses.
Flory with a great shot. Shockey there. But Flory, I mean, that 3-point ball with the N1. As we get closer and closer to the conclusion of this one.
Where are the fans going?
He got it. He got it. 10 seconds to go. Up in front of Flory. He'll shoot a 3. That one no good. Rebound to Rhodey with 5, and he'll be fouled. 4.2 on the clock. And they can start to feel it. The Dukes are 4.2 seconds away from moving on. Denton Rohde at the line shooting 2. He had a pretty important free throw sequence just a few short seconds ago.
See you guys later. Thank you for playing, Dan.
Hits that one. 49-43. The Dukes have a pretty good resume this year in the overtime period. Rohde hits that one.
Attaboy, Denton!
Perhaps the most valuable 4 points of the ball game. Higginbottom.
And it's a travel anyways, but it wasn't
2.
called.
That 3 hit, and that's how we will end it. 50-46, the final score, and the Dukes are
That
moving
was
on.
exciting, wasn't it, Gavin?
Partner, we'll see you tomorrow. Dukes win this one, 50-46. We appreciate you
Go
joining
Dukes!
today's broadcast, the Jack Tosh tournament on YSN. We'll see you tomorrow. Rolling Meadows. The Mustangs will take on the Dukes, a matchup of Max Christie and Nate Shockey. We'll see you later.